What if I told you, chosen ones, that all of your hard work, sacrifice, and effort are going to pay off in ways you can't yet fully understand? You've been carrying a lot of weight for a long time, but today it's going to be lifted. God has a purpose for bringing you to this very moment. It is not a coincidence. What follows will permanently change your life. Have you ever had the impression that success eludes you more the harder you work? Do you worry about bills, wonder if you'll ever get a break, and wake up every day worrying how you're going to get by? The good news is that this cycle is over. You won't have to struggle for what is already yours since God is taking over. The days of hardship are past. Abundance is flowing into your life with ease as you start a new season. In order to spread this important message to even more people, I would appreciate your assistance in getting 1,000 subscribers if this message struck a chord with you. Please join this transformational adventure by subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. Saying, "I'll be with God every step of the way," in your remark after subscribing will help us create a community of hope and faith. Your contribution not only aids in the channel's expansion but also reaches the most vulnerable people with God's message. Your voice is really important, so thank you for joining us on this adventure. No more endless work. No more worrying about finances. God is telling you that it's time to let go of all that has been holding you back. He has witnessed your hardships and restless nights, and now He is leading you into a new era in which all of your needs will be met. You no longer need to put in endless hours of work. Have faith in the process because what is ahead is much more than you could have ever dreamed. This goes beyond simply changing your perspective. A heavenly intervention has taken place. Your financial future is now in God's hands. You will easily acquire the fortune you have been aiming for. It's already on its way, so you don't need to chase it anymore. Put an end to staying up late worrying about how you're going to pay your next expense. Now, God is taking care of everything. You are being invited to embrace the richness that is already coming your way, to rest and to trust. The hurry, the stress, and the never-ending concern are ended. A period of peace, wealth, and divine favor is about to begin. Imagine waking up every day knowing that everything has already been taken care of and not having to worry about money. You're entering a new reality like that. Through supernatural supply rather than unending struggle, God is turning you into a millionaire. All you need to do is have faith and be blessed. You already have the riches, blessings, and tranquility you've sought. You've been waiting for this moment, the one when you can finally let go of the past and embrace an abundant existence. God envisions a wonderful future for you, one in which benefits come easily and freely. Your long-awaited wealth and success are already on the horizon, so you won't have to endure unending hardships any longer. This isn't just about worldly wealth, it's about a freedom that beyond your wildest expectations, a joy that fills every part of your heart, and a peace that surpasses everything you've ever experienced. Remember those times when you felt stuck and that every stride you took felt like a step back? Have you ever questioned whether things would ever get better or whether there would ever be hope? You're out of that tunnel now. In front of you is the light you've been looking for, and it's brighter than you could have ever dreamed. You have been selected for a reason that is much bigger than you can imagine. You can use the riches that is coming your way to benefit others, not just yourself. As you ascend, you will inspire those around you and serve as a living example of God's grace. Have faith in God's timing because He has much more in store for you than you could have ever imagined. There is more to this riches that is entering your life than just money. It's about living the life you were destined to lead and achieving your higher purpose. Your reward for sticking with God through the difficulties is this heavenly metamorphosis. The chapters of your life are unfolding in ways that are extraordinary, and your future is already written in plenty. Working oneself to the bone is a thing of the past. Now is the moment for you to take a deep breath, unwind, and release the burdens you once bore alone. You've believed that everything was your responsibility for far too long. However, God is now demonstrating to you that you are no longer need to carry the weight. He is taking over, and He has more than enough to cover all of your needs. Now all you need to do is trust. Have faith that all of your desires are already being fulfilled. You don't have to worry or hurry. Your abundance is en route and will arrive at the ideal moment. You are now entering a season of divine calm after the season of struggling has ended. An ordinary life was never intended for you. You were made by God for a very special purpose. All of your hardships and struggles have led you to this point, where greatness is waiting for you. God always saw the promise in you even if others doubted you, undervalued you, or even made fun of your path. The moment has arrived for that potential to be fulfilled. You were picked to change the world, lead an influential life, and walk in abundance in accordance with your greater calling. Living up to your full potential is more important than merely making money. Now is the time for you to begin living the remarkable life that God has always intended for you. There is no room for doubt. destiny is calling. You are being raised to greatness by God, and your past hardships will no longer limit you. You're getting rid of the restrictions you used to have. God is aware of your weariness, your periods of uncertainty, and your near-fatal moments. Listen up though, those times are over. Every need is being met by God, and His purpose for you is being revealed at this exact moment. You were always meant for this, and now you are entering a life of unfathomable prosperity, happiness, and tranquility. You have endured hardships, walked the long and challenging path, and stayed faithful even when things seemed uncertain. God is now taking over and providing for you in ways you could never have predicted. He is about to lavish you with blessings and plenty, making sure that all of your needs are satisfied, just as He did for the Israelites in the desert. This is the time for divine intervention in your life. In addition to meeting your necessities, God is about to usher in a time of abundant provision where His benefits will pour into every aspect of your life. Your hardships have prepared you for this moment, when God will lavish you with His plenty and favor in ways that will astound you. Your thoughts have been dominated by financial concerns for far too long. You've been in a state of anxiety because of the worry about how to pay the bills, the ongoing uncertainty, and your dread of the unknown. However, that season is now over. Your financial situation is now entirely under God's control, and He is leading you into a new period of peace and prosperity. You no longer have to worry about the future or seize every chance that presents itself. God has already provided for you, and His plan is far greater than your concerns. When you put your faith in Him, opportunities will present themselves to you with ease and doors you never thought would open. Your long-desired financial stability is already approaching. Let go of the stress and have faith in God's perfect timing. You've overcome the uncertainty and the fight. There is a new season ahead of you where abundance and financial security will come easily. Have faith in the heavenly road He has prepared for you, and observe how things begin to come together. People once had doubts about you. They made fun of your hardships and doubted your capacity to overcome them. However, God has seen everything. He has seen every sneer, every jeer, every moment of uncertainty. And now, in the most amazing way possible, He is going to reverse the roles. People who had doubts about you will now be amazed by what God has accomplished in your life. They will see how you change, and your testimony will demonstrate God's tremendous providence. Even those who once made fun of you will be amazed at the abundance of His benefits that are about to pour out. The mistrust and the ridicule will be forgotten. They will be replaced by reverence, respect, and admiration for your courage and faith. In addition to being a personal victory, your accomplishment will serve as a potent reminder to the world that God is the ultimate provider. Your metamorphosis will be evident when God pours out His blessings and unlocks the floodgates of heaven. Your response to the question of how you got here will be straightforward: God did it. Take a deep breath because you are about to achieve everything you have been aiming for. Your desires, your wealth, and your prosperity are no longer just far-off aspirations. The things that God is planning for you are certain realities. You are past the days of constant strain and unrelenting effort. Your part is done. It's now time for you to relax, knowing that everything is already coming together. All you have to do is get ready to get your fortune, which is on the horizon. God is now opening the doors that were previously closed, the blessings and the chances for you. All you have to do is have faith, unwind, and relish the tranquility that comes from knowing that your future is safe. You have God's favor, and He will provide more than enough. Knowing that the abundance you have long desired is already approaching, now is your time to relax and receive. Every tear you've shed, every conflict you've faced, and every time you wanted to give up, God has seen it all. He is aware of the burden you have carried with you through all of your adversities. But know that those difficulties were never in vain. They prepared you for what is ahead and were a part of God's flawless plan. The moment for rejuvenation has now come. All of your struggles, restless nights, and never-ending efforts have brought you to this point. You are about to embark on a new chapter in your life, one that will be full of blessings you never imagined, hope, and divine provision. You have not been broken by those trying years. Rather, they have strengthened you, developed your faith, and prepared you for what God has in store. Ever ponder why the path had to be so difficult? Why did you have to suffer so much? The answer is straightforward. God had a greater plan. Every obstacle and failure was a necessary component of His strategy to lead you to a state of genuine change. He was with you every step of the way, even when you couldn't feel Him. He is now prepared to raise you up and usher you into a time of joy and wealth. A new chapter is being written in front of you, and your past is behind you. This is your moment to rejuvenate, to get up and boldly enter the wealth that God has planned for you. Have faith in His direction, because this fresh start will lead you to adventures you could only imagine. These are the last days of relentless work and fatigue. You are no longer need to pursue success alone. God has a greater plan for you, one that doesn't require constant effort but rather faith in His flawless scheme. It's time to surrender control and follow God's will. Your hardships have only served to prepare you for the glorious destiny He has in store for you. You are now able to fully enjoy the abundance that God is about to pour into your life because of the hard work you have put in over the years. You will see that God's way is far superior than your own when you give up control and put your faith in His plan. He is guiding you into a peaceful, prosperous existence and lifting you to heights you never imagined. No more making things happen against your will. Forget about battling to make ends meet. Simply have faith and see how your life changes in ways you can't even imagine. Now is the time to let go of the worry, the fear, and the anxiety that have been enslaving you. Take comfort in the knowledge that you were selected for greatness. God is getting ready to bless you more than you could have ever imagined because He has noticed your faithfulness. This is a moment for joy, not for hardship. Enjoy the blessings that are already coming your way. Imagine living a life where abundance comes naturally and without financial strain. God is guiding you in that direction. He has selected you for this time, and He is going to shower you with benefits that will blow your mind. Everything you've longed for and dreamed about is going to happen. Even if it might not be apparent just yet, have faith that God's plan is already underway. Peace, prosperity, and financial benefits abound in your future. The change has already started. It is at this point that everything shifts. No more battling, no more never-ending labor. You are entering a time when God will provide for you. You can now relax knowing that everything you require is already being prepared and that you will eventually experience all of His gifts. It's time to cease depending entirely on your own power and willpower. You have been carrying your own burdens for a long time, but it's time to let them go. The era of unrelenting effort is ended. All of your needs will be met by God from this point forward. You will now use His supply to do what you previously accomplished on your own. God's wealth is more than sufficient to surpass all of your previous expectations. Making things work doesn't have to take all of your energy anymore. You will be astonished and overwhelmed by the blessings that His divine supply will pour into your life. If this message resonates with you, just think of how many more people you could help reach. Click the subscribe button right away if you haven't already. Additionally, if you are able, please add a remark that reads, "I trust God's plan." Your encouragement helps spread the news and encourages other people to follow His lead. We can illuminate the path for others if we work together. We appreciate you joining us on this adventure. Now is the time to embrace relaxation, to stop exerting so much effort, and to begin accepting. You'll start to see a transformation unlike any other as you rest in God's promises and trust that His perfect timing is at work. It is God's will for your life that you enter a period of financial prosperity, and this is not just a wish. You won't again have to worry about how you're going to make ends meet again. All you need to do is put your trust in God, and He will provide the way for your financial prosperity. Rest in His provision. Observe how opportunities that appeared unattainable suddenly become available to you and how doors open with ease. It's time to embrace this beautiful transition with all your might. All of your desires are a part of a larger plan that is already coming to pass. From now on, His hand will guide every move you make. You will be presented with opportunities, resources, and financial stability. The abundance you have dreamed of is now a reality rather than simply a wish, and your future is more promising than you could have ever imagined. The days of looking for work, applying for jobs, and going through countless interviews are almost over. You may stop worrying and chasing after things all the time from now on. Your future is already guaranteed by God. You no longer have to strive for employment or pursue achievement. You will see how easily everything starts to line up as He brings you the appropriate opportunity. God is guiding your work and income in ways you never would have imagined, whether it is through unforeseen blessings, new endeavors, or supernatural connections. Give up trying to dictate your future and have faith in His timing. He is providing you with opportunities that you could not have obtained on your own. The person who understands you the best will provide for all of your needs, and your future is safe. Now is the moment to trust that He is guiding you toward your heavenly success and to relax in His provision. The old hardships, the never-ending fight for achievement, are finished. You are in a position to achieve much more. You have always been a part of God's plan, and everything you have experienced, including the difficulties, setbacks, and tears, has been preparing you for this precise time. Nowadays, success is more than just a pipe dream. It's the future God has been working on for you the entire time. His supernatural orchestration, not your own efforts, brought you to this point. The moment has arrived for you to realize the grandeur that has always been yours. This has nothing to do with chance. God's perfect plan is being revealed to you. The obstacles you previously encountered will suddenly become simple, and formerly closed doors will now open wide. God is now bringing everything into alignment to help you achieve the success that has been waiting for you since the beginning, even though you were always meant to be great. Now that the battle is over, you may look forward to a success that will transform your life forever. Not just any success, but a supernatural, unshakable success. Now is the moment to take advantage of the blessings that have already been set aside for you. When you can't yet see the outcomes, trusting the process can often be the most difficult aspect. But know that plenty is coming your way. Right now, everything you've hoped for, prayed for, and worked so hard to achieve is coming to pass. There were times when uncertainty set in and you wondered if anything would ever change. You questioned whether you were headed in the right direction, yet each action you took brought you to this point of heavenly support. God has been working behind the scenes to get everything ready for you, and His timing is perfect. Even if the path may not have been straightforward, every obstacle, every door that was shut, and every difficult time was required. They were preparing you for the greatness that was ahead, enhancing your faith and molding your character. God is now going to open doors to success, prosperity, and possibilities that will improve all aspects of your life. Though you may not be able to see it yet, your abundance is already in motion. Continue to go in confidence, have faith in the promises, and have faith in the process. You will eventually start to experience the amazing benefits that have been waiting for you, and your life will demonstrate how much you have trusted God. The time of waiting is done. It's your moment to shine now that you've persevered and trusted. You were ready for this particular moment, so all those years of waiting weren't in vain. The doors to riches, fulfillment, and success will now open wide in front of you. You might have felt trapped, unsure, or as like nothing was happening while you waited. However, God was working in the background to get you ready for the breakthrough you're about to have. Every waiting period was a period of fortification, during which your faith deepened and your will was strengthened. The time has come for you to get up and confidently face whatever God has in store for you. You can have the success you've yearned for, the fortune you've dreamed of, and the possibilities you've been hoping for. Your breakthrough has already occurred. Accept the abundant, purposeful life that God has always intended for you. Your benefits are going to bloom in the earth, so the waiting was not in vain. With the knowledge that the harvest has arrived and is yours to claim, move on with assurance. You are now beginning to live out your divine inheritance, a legacy of prosperity, well-being, and achievement that God Himself has reserved only for you. This inheritance is the entirety of everything that God has promised you in every aspect of your life, not just worldly possessions. You may have believed for a long time that you weren't worthy of what others appeared to have or that the blessings were intended for someone else. However, God affirms that you are worthy. Your inheritance is within your reach at this very moment. It is not a far-off dream. During this season, all that God has promised you will come to pass. You are now receiving from the Most High, much like a kid gets their inheritance from their parents. Now is your chance to take advantage of all that has been promised to you, including a peaceful, prosperous, and meaningful future. You can now claim the success and money you once believed were unachievable. Have trust and move forward, believing that all God has planned for you is already happening. Walk boldly into the life He has planned for you and embrace the richness. Now is the moment to claim your blessings. Get ready for your life to be overtaken by a flood of blessings. You will be left dumbfounded by the abundance of blessings that beyond your wildest expectations. God is going to lavish you with His grace and generosity, blessing you in ways you could never have imagined. This overflow affects every aspect of your life and isn't just about money. God will shower you with blessings in ways you could never have predicted, from your health to your relationships, work, and life's purpose. There will now be plenty where there was before shortage. You'll receive an overwhelming amount of what you've prayed for with faith. God wants you to flourish rather than just get by. In addition to meeting your necessities, the gifts that are coming your way will be abundant, allowing you to bless others. God's wealth becomes your reality during this season. Prepare for doors that you were unaware existed to open. God is going to open doors for you, doors that will lead to blessings and opportunities that will surpass your wildest expectations. These are miraculous opportunities that have been set aside especially for you and your fate. You might have been pounding on doors for years, hoping for a breakthrough that eluded you. But now you won't have to push or battle to open the doors that God is opening. Because He has already cleared the path for you, these doors will open with ease. Opportunities abound outside these doors, including new connections, professional advancement, financial success, and personal improvement. You can now do what was impossible before. Have faith that God is aware of your particular needs and when you will need them. Walk confidently through these miraculous doors as they open, knowing that He will provide for your future. You will discover blessings that will influence your life for years to come through these doors, which will take you to places you never would have thought possible. You are entering a new era of affluence and wealth that will change everything. The upcoming season will be characterized by financial prosperity and previously unheard of prospects. This is the time when all hurdles are lifted, the impossible becomes attainable, and your financial breakthrough moves from a if to a when. Soon, what was impossible would become your new normal. God is working in ways you have never seen before, bringing about opportunities, opening doors, and bringing about prosperity that will endure for generations to come. Now that you have persevered through the difficulties, it is time for your faith to grow. Peace, prosperity, and success will come to you naturally. This is about transforming one's life completely, not just about making money. A divine shift will occur in all areas of your life, including your relationships, profession, and health, bringing with it the fulfillment and fullness you've long desired. You've been waiting for this moment. Enter this new season with courage as God's promises are being realized in unexpected ways. The abundance of benefits has arrived, ending the period of uncertainty and waiting. God's overflowing grace is going to change every aspect of your life in ways you can't even fathom. Have faith that everything is unfolding in accordance with His flawless plan. The opportunities you have been longing for will come to you with ease, and the doors that were previously closed will swing wide open. This is the time when everything you've prayed for is going to come true, so stop speculating about whether or when your breakthrough will happen. You are entering a time when God will provide more than you could ever ask for. Now is the moment to get everything that has been promised to you. Recognize that God's plenty and favor are directing you with each step you take. Now is the moment to fully enjoy what He has in store for you. If you've made it this far, I really appreciate your dedication and presence. It shows that you are committed to your awakening, and I am honored to be able to share this journey with you. If you feel that this content has been valuable, please consider supporting the channel with a super thanks. Your support is fundamental so that we can continue to bring you more videos like this. Now, I want to hear from you. Leave a comment below and let's discuss the topics we've talked about today. The exchange of ideas is essential for our collective growth. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss anything that's coming up. Until the next video, and keep going on your path of evolution.